almost, it's fallen. I decided to change it up a little bit for y'all today. So, as you guys can see, I've got my Code Talkers finally prepped and ready to go. This is version 3. I'll have versions 4, 1, and 2 coming up in the next few days. I've got some testing I need to finish doing. But while I need to test if I've got versions 3 out, there's a reason. I'll be doing just various other things. There's other ways I want to test the fluidity behind this deck, because there is so many ways you guys can actually do this deck. Here's the way I've been playing it here lately, and guys, the results have been speaking for themselves. Alright. I'll show you guys the latest replay that just happened a few minutes ago for me. But, of course, it would be a normal video if I didn't mess something up. Alright. Yeah, the ranks literally just reset, and I schooled someone trying to play Code Talkers. Alright. Yeah, even the Vagabond one was really good. All right, here we go.
Very well, this doable.
All right, there we go. Let's speed it up. Okay, Widget Kid. Widget Kid's a really good card. Stack Reviver. Okay, go into that way. Bring it back. Okay, pretty good board. All right, right here. Okay, you guys seen just what happened. Okay, Cosmic Cyclone off their spool. If a direct attack's about to happen, you can make 3 tokens. So he tried to protect himself and live. Which, honestly, the way they have the deck built is pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. I give them credit for the way they built it. But mine's better. Alright, so banish that off. Normal summon Lady Debug. Lady Debug is your Stratos of the deck. She will search everything out for you. I brought in Dotscaper, and here's why. Alright. You guys seen? Yeah, we just completely go off right here. Yeah. Alright. And every other duel I've been going in, I didn't actually say the replay, sorry. But yeah, anyway, I've been going in through this deck, guys. It has been amazing. It has done everything. It has come through. Alright, now let's jump into the deck. We have our skill Storm Access, which is what you start off with as Playmaker. If your life points are 1,000 points or below, you add a random Code Talker from outside your deck, outside the duel, into your deck from the data stream, which is something he used in the anime. But every card in here is what he's used in the anime, except when you get off the skill, and that's Decode Talker, Heat Soul, and of course, Warning Point, but all the monsters. Okay. Degrade Buster. It's a card we've had for a little bit. You banish off 2 cards, special summon. So your 2 biggest ones you're going to want to do with is from Playmaker's Farming of Balancer Lord and Dotscaper. Dotscaper, if you send to the graveyard, he comes back, which I'll get to that card in a minute. And if he gets banished, he comes back. So, yeah. And if there's anything bigger on the board, you can bring him out and banish it off to get rid of it. Now, Link Slayer. Link Slayer is new as it comes out of the structure deck. You special summon him if you have no monster, so he's the Cyber Dragon for your deck. And you can pitch up to 2 cards and destroy 2 cards on the back row. So he's also a really, really good MST built in. Dotscaper, card I was just discussing. If it goes to the graveyard, it comes back. And then a turn later, if it gets banished, it comes back. So, sign up mining him, get what you need, he comes back. Banish him off, Degrade Buster next turn, or later, he comes back. Lady Debug, what I was talking about in the replay. She's your Stratos, level 3 and lowers. Which, depending on how your hand looks, you're going to want to go for one of 3 cards. And that is Dotscaper, Microcoder, or Backup Secretary, Infoflyer, or Cyber Converter. Any of the cards you can use as an extender. Pretty much anything on the bottom row, with the exception of the level 6, is going to be you want to go for, as well as Dotscaper. The utility behind this deck, guys, is the ceiling. And the ceiling keeps getting higher. Backup Secretary. She comes out of the promos, and Lady Debug comes out of the box. Dotscaper is a level up reward. Okay. Microcoder comes out of the structure deck. You can link some of this card from your hand, then add a Signet Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand, which right now we have Signet Crosswipe, Backdoor, and Mining. Mining is going to be the main one you want to go for because it'll add another card to your hand. I'm running 2 at it. Cyber Sweat Hat. 2 or more of the same card, same type on the board, you can special summon him. And if he goes to the grave for a link summon, you can actually decrease your opponent's attack by 1,000. Infoflyer. If there's a Decode Talker, anything with a link marker, you can special summon this card to that zone. So it's a free special summon. Same thing with Cyber's Converter. If there's a Cyber's monster on board, special summoning, and then he can turn another monster into a Cyber's. Signet Mining. Pitch a card, add another level 4 lower. Utility. Comes out of the new box, Link Revolution. I'm trying to get my 3rd. Monster Reborn. It's just a card. It's a combo extender. Cosmic Cyclone. Gets rid of spells and traps, and on top of that, it decreases your life points, which means you can use it for storm access. Solidarity. This card was out of a event, and since all the cards you have are Cybers, anything that goes to the graveyard will instantly kick in the 800 attack point boost, which will help you get over bigger monsters. Salamangreat Great Roar. Wait, Fallen? Why are you using a Salamangreat Great card? Because, guys, just wait till I get to the extra deck. Salamangreat Great Roar, as long as you have a Salamangreat Great Link monster, you can negate the activation of anything. So you have a Solemn Judgment. You have more of a control. A little bit of a control, along with combo. Warning Point. Another card I'm trying to get a second copy of. You can stall your opponent. You can make them stop right then and there. Decode Talker. Out of the box, ace card. Gains 500 points for everything it points to. So at most, you'll be 33. And also, if anything would be activated that would target him, you can tribute off one card that he points to and negate the activation. Encode Talker. If anything would destroy something that he points to, you can negate the destruction and the damage and make another card it points to, or himself, gain the attack of that monster. Code Talker. 500 points for each card it points to, and it makes it indestructible. Okay. Now, here's why we're using Salamangreat Great Roar, because it's Salamangreat Great Balinks. I'm trying to get a second copy, but that's just not going to be in the cards for me yet. Pun intended. Because I ran out of red keys trying to farm Soulburner. And I had like a few thousand. I'm also trying to get Sanctuary. So, we're in process for that. Elphase comes out of the box. I'm probably going to be dropping this here soon after the new, next event starts. But we'll be going from there with it. It can get pretty big. It can get to 26 before, like, attack point boosts and all that, like Solidarity kicks in. All right, Flame Admin, another card, wonderful card, out of the box. All the monsters gain 800. You can only control one Flame Admin. So everything can be up to 1,600 points extra, which means you can get Firewall Dragon to 4,100. Enough for a single one shot. Yeah. Alright. Security Dragon, one of my good friends. Now he has kind of the same effect as Firewall Dragon. And I'll be going back into Storm Access to explain Firewall to you guys as well. Just so you guys can understand the utility behind this card. Okay. As long as he is co-linked to a monster, you can compulse. You can send a single card back. So, along with him and Firewall Dragon, you can essentially get rid of the entire board if you play it right. Because arrows matter. Okay, then we have Link Bumper. He's probably going to be getting dropped for something here soon. And you guys, save him for that one. This is going to be up to variant number 4. Not 2 or 1. It'll be variant 4 when I play that. Because it's going to be a lot more OTK relevant. It's going to be a lot more just heavily influenced on just aggro. And I'll explain that also. But if your Link monster attacks, you can attack another Link monster as long as it's co-linked. That's what Link Bumper is really good for, you know, extra attacks. Which we're going to be getting something here soon that does that as well, and be a lot more bigger. But guys, here's the deck. And as promised, I'm going to go back into Storm Access just so I can discuss what Firewall Dragon can do. Now, Firewall Dragon is your secondary. He's your main ace monster. You're going to want to go in. Yes, Deco Tucker gets his animation, but Firewall doesn't, only because they're still working on it right now. And Firewall Dragon only takes, it can take any monsters. So it takes just 2+ type monsters. So you can use anything to get into him, which is the best part about him. And once per turn, quick effect, you can actually compulse. You can do the same thing as Security Dragon, but X times the amount of co-links he has. So every card that points to him and he points back to is a co-link. So Baylinks and Elphase. Or Encode and Flame Admin. There you go. There's your 2 co-links, since Encode points down and Flame Admin points left. You have your 2 that you can actually do that for. But let's test out the fluidity behind this deck one more time, just for you guys to see. I'm just going to play an AI character real fast, just so I can OTK. I love the map. Yeah, this is during the Link Summoning Challenge too, so. Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Here I go. It's my turn. I know what to do. I summon a I activate my monster's effect.
Okay. Normally, I would go like a low end. I'd go microcoder or something, but for this, we're gonna go big.
Backup secretary. I set a card.
Because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna co-link.
Link summon. Show yourself. I special summon a monster that brings my turn to an end.
I mean, come on. Look at this board. Okay. Good for you. We're gonna play
I
that.
don't think so.
Can't be used for anything.
Here's the card I set. I activate a trap.
Finish that. See, because you guys could also use dual sim 1, but I don't like using dual sim 1. And I'll discuss that in another video of why I do not like dual sim 1.
Never underestimate your opponent. I end my turn. My draw.
Ah. See, unfortunately for this, it would be easier.
Attack, Kamibot.
There we go. See, just the way you can drop big monsters, and I held back. If it was an actual player, I would have kept going and really punched him. Anything good? No. But alright guys, as you've seen, there's the video. There's the deck. Here's the end of the video. You guys take care. I love y'all to death. And I'll see y'all for versions 4, 2, and 1. And a structure deck build only. See how well I can do in silver. Alright guys, take care.